What if death is not the end, but the beginning of a greater journey? Across ancient teachings, near-death experiences, and sacred mysteries, one truth echoes. The soul travels beyond the body. There are realms of light and places of reflection, dimensions between worlds where souls rest, learn, and prepare for what comes next. In this video, we uncover what happens after the final breath, explore the hidden path of consciousness, and ask the question, where do souls go when they leave this world behind? Prepare your heart. This journey may change how you live and how you believe. Humanity has always felt a quiet intuition. We are more than flesh and bone. We live, we feel, we love. But deep within every person lies a mysterious awareness that our story does not end with the body. Across cultures and centuries, millions have asked, what happens when we die? Does the soul continue its journey? Is there life between worlds? This question has shaped philosophies, religions, mystical traditions, and countless personal testimonies. From ancient Egypt to modern near-death experiences, the idea persists. Death is not an end. It is a passage. The soul enters realms unseen, places of memory, review, learning, peace, and destiny. This is the hidden journey of the soul, a journey paused by life, but never extinguished by death. Let us enter this mystery together and explore life between worlds. 1. The soul, a traveler, not a resident. The body belongs to the earth, but spiritual traditions say the soul comes from elsewhere. The earth is not our final home. It is a temporary classroom, a place of experience, training, compassion, failure, and awakening. Across spiritual traditions, Christianity, we are strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Hebrews 11 verse 13. Islam, life is a test, and before resurrection, the soul waits in Barzakh, a realm between life and eternity. Hinduism and Buddhism, life is part of samsara, a cycle of births guided by karma and spiritual evolution. Plato's philosophy, the soul existed before the body and will exist after it. Near-death experiences, people feel more alive after leaving the body than while inside it. If all these voices, ancient and modern, carry echoes of truth, then our earthly story is not the book of life. It is just one chapter. 2. The moment of death, a doorway, not darkness. When the body stops, consciousness does not end. Many report being aware during clinical death, seeing, thinking, and remembering events around them. They describe heavy checkmark, a tunnel or transition. Heavy checkmark, a bright presence or loving light. Heavy checkmark, a sense of leaving the body and observing from above. Heavy checkmark, a life review, seeing choices, actions, and consequences. Heavy checkmark, a feeling of peace, clarity, and freedom. The Bible hints at this when Stephen, before dying, said, I see heaven opened. Muslims believe the angel of death gently extracts the soul. Tibetan Buddhists describe the bardo, a state of transition where the soul witnesses truth more clearly than in life. Death is not darkness. It is awakening. 3. The life review, the mirror of eternity. Many near-death experiences report a profound moment, a life review. In this moment, the soul witnesses its actions, not as memory, but as reality. It feels what others felt because of its choices, good or bad. It does not feel judged, it feels understood. This aligns with multiple traditions. Christianity, each of us will give an account of himself to God. Islam, the limbs will testify on the day of truth. Hinduism, the law of karma records effects of all actions. Judaism, souls review their life before entering the next stage. But something is unique about this review. It is not meant to punish. It is meant to reveal. The soul sees that every word mattered. Every act left a mark. Every choice shaped its spiritual path. In this revelation, the soul learns what it truly became. 4. Realms between worlds. After death, the soul does not instantly reach heaven, nirvana, judgment, or rebirth. Many traditions speak of intermediate realms, places of rest, reflection, and preparation. Some call these the waiting fields, others barzakh, others the realm of sleepers, or the river between worlds. These realms are not permanent, they are purposeful. There are said to be different conditions for different souls. Soul condition possible experience, in between realms burdened by guilt or unlove, a place of healing and reflection peaceful, yet incomplete, a realm of learning and guidance spiritually, mature higher realms of light and mission harmful or destructive realms of correction and deep reflection. Not all are equal, but none are abandoned. The soul is never lost. Even its suffering is not meaningless. It may be a lesson, purification, or awakening. Just as a seed must break before it grows, some souls must pass through refining fire before reaching higher realms. 5. Do souls recognize each other? Spiritual traditions suggest that souls travel in groups, not always together, but connected through deep spiritual bonds. This might explain why sometimes we meet someone and instantly feel a connection, as if we've known them forever. These may be lifetime companions, teachers and students, family souls, spiritual protectors, even adversaries, to teach forgiveness and strength. Some say the souls we struggle with most are the ones helping us grow the most. Perhaps our greatest enemies are part of our spiritual development. Perhaps every pain is a test of growth. 6. The purpose of the journey between worlds. Why is there life between worlds at all? Why not simply end life and begin eternity? Spiritual wisdom proposes several reasons. 1. Healing. Some carry trauma, regret, or spiritual wounds. The soul may need healing before moving forward. 2. Preparation. Just as a traveler prepares before a great journey, the soul prepares itself for its destination, whether rebirth or ascension. 3. Learning. Some say knowledge awakens more clearly after death. The soul sees mistakes, purpose, relationships, and spiritual lessons more clearly. 4. Completion. Unfinished lessons may need to be completed in a new life. That is why many traditions believe some return to earth. This realm is not a prison. It is a mirror, a school, a gateway. 7. Rebirth or ascension. What comes next? Spiritual wisdom offers two great paths after life between worlds. A. Rebirth, returning to earth. Some souls may return to physical life, to learn mercy or forgiveness, to complete unfinished work, to grow beyond ego, to serve others, to teach or lead. This idea appears in Hinduism, Buddhism, early Christianity, ancient Druze teachings, and even among certain mystical Jews and Muslims. Earth is not just a place to live. It is a place to learn. B. Ascension, rising beyond the cycle. Some souls may be ready to move beyond earthly life, into realms of light, spiritual unity, or divine presence. This is described as heavy checkmark heaven or paradise, Abrahamic traditions. Heavy checkmark nirvana, Buddhism. Heavy checkmark moksha, Hinduism. Heavy checkmark the oneness, mystical traditions. Ascension is not a reward. It is a spiritual resonance, a matching of the soul's vibration with its true home. 8. What about spirits that wander? Some traditions speak of lost souls, spirits who struggle to accept death or cling to earthly attachments. These may linger near the physical world, not out of evil, but confusion. Such souls may search for familiar places, stay close to loved ones, feel trapped by guilt or fear, wait for prayers, guidance, or peace. This belief explains why people across cultures pray for the dead, because consciousness may still be listening. In many ancient cultures, remembering the departed was not sadness. It was a form of helping them journey forward. 9. So what does this mean for the living? If the soul continues its journey beyond death, then life must be more than survival. It must be preparation. This life may determine what we carry into eternity, what lessons we still have to learn, what realm we next experience, whether we rise, return, or rest. So the question is not, what happens after death? The real question is, how should I live, knowing death is not the end? If the soul is eternal, every word matters, every action echoes, every moment is sacred. 10. Living as an eternal being, today. Spiritual traditions teach that we prepare for life between worlds by how we live within this one. Here are principles echoed across beliefs, cultures, and experiences. Live with love. Love is the strongest force carried beyond death. We do not lose it when the body ends, we take it with us. Seek truth. The soul grows through honesty, humility, and a desire to understand, not merely to survive. Forgive. Unforgiveness chains the spirit. To release others is to release ourselves. Learn and evolve. Every problem, failure, or heartbreak may be a spiritual test, designed for growth. Do good in silence. Acts of kindness shape the soul, not for reward, but for transformation. Stay awake. Life is not just breath, it is awareness. To live unconsciously is to sleep through our spiritual assignment. The greatest mystery of human existence is not birth, nor life, but what lies beyond both. We sense it in moments of silence. We feel it when someone we love passes away. We wonder about it when we stare at the stars. Is this life all there is? Or is there a greater journey waiting beyond the veil? Across every culture, religion, and tradition, one belief continues to rise like light through darkness. The soul does not end. It transforms. It remembers. It journeys. This is the eternal echo, a spiritual idea that life is not a single moment in time, but a vibration that continues long after the voice of the body is silent. Our existence is not a single note, but part of a cosmic melody. And every decision we make in this life shapes the direction of that melody, both now and beyond. Let us reflect deeply on this eternal echo and what it means for how we live today. 1. The echo that never ends. Imagine standing at the edge of a canyon and calling out a word. After your voice fades, you still hear it coming back to you, an echo traveling across space. This, according to ancient wisdom, is how the soul works. Every thought, every intention, every act of love or cruelty echoes beyond death. We do not simply live, we create ripples. We do not simply exist, we shape eternity. This idea appears everywhere. Tradition teaching about the eternal echo Christianity, whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. Galatians 6 verse 7. Islam, our deeds follow us after death and will testify before God that Judaism every act calls out in the heavens and shapes our destiny, that Hinduism karma echoes through lifetimes, guiding spiritual progress, that Buddhism actions carry vibrational consequences into future states, that Stoicism virtue is eternal. Character survives beyond the grave. Each faith speaks differently, yet the truth remains. Nothing is lost. Nothing is forgotten. The soul carries everything. 2. Life is not a destination, it is a preparation. Many people live as if this world is the final destination. Careers, wealth, fame, and comfort become the ultimate goals. But if the eternal echo is real, then these things are not the destination. They are only tools. What if Earth is not a homeland, but a training ground? What if our purpose is not just to exist, but to grow? What if this life is not a conclusion, but a preparation? This idea appears again and again. Life is a test in Islamic teachings. Life is training for divine love in Christian mysticism. Life is karma's classroom in Hinduism. Life is awakening in Buddhism. Life is character building in Stoicism. Then, death is not a defeat, it is graduation. It is the moment when the soul stands before truth and sees the results of what it became. But this leads us to a far more important question. How should we live, knowing life is preparation? 3. The Life Review, Meeting Your True Self. One of the most powerful elements of the eternal echo is this idea. After death, the soul reviews its life, not through memory, but through experience. People who have had near-death experiences often describe vivid encounters. They did not only see what they did, they felt the effects of their actions on others. They experienced love or pain as if they were the other person. They received no condemnation, only truth. It was not judgment by an angry judge. It was revelation by a loving Creator. It was the soul being shown the truth of its own echo. Some say this is heaven's greatest mercy. We are shown who we truly became, not to shame us, but to awaken us. Because only when we see ourselves clearly can we grow beyond who we were. For the echo of love versus the echo of ego. Imagine standing in total stillness. Suddenly, every choice you made begins vibrating around you. Your kindness, your cruelty, your generosity, your pride. You hear your soul's music. But would it be peaceful or painful? Every soul leaves one of two echoes. Type of echo description: result echo of ego built on pride, greed, control. Fear leads to spiritual heaviness echo of love built on compassion, humility. Generosity leads to spiritual freedom. The echo of love is light. It rises. It extends beyond death. It heals others and continues to bless long after our feet leave this earth. The echo of ego binds. It sinks. It clings to worldly identity and finds it difficult to release the illusion of control. This battle takes place not when we die, but every day while we live. We create our echo continuously. Every thought, every deed, every intention. The question is not, what will happen when we die? But rather, what are we becoming while we live? 5. How to shape a beautiful echo. If the soul is eternal, then life requires wisdom. So how can we shape a beautiful echo that outlives the body? A. Practice compassion. A single act of kindness may outlive everything else we ever do. B. Seek humility. The ego builds walls. Humility builds doors. C. Forgive. Forgiveness sets two prisoners free, the one you forgive and the one inside you. D. Speak truth. Truth spoken with love echoes forever. E. Live consciously. Do not sleep through life. Pay attention to the lessons hidden in every moment. F. Love beyond reason. The most powerful echo a soul can leave is love. 6. The bridge between worlds. If life prepares us for what comes next, then death is the bridge that connects both realms. Many spiritual accounts describe this moment as peaceful and profoundly clear. They do not report darkness or terror, but awakening. Some traditions say, the soul sees angels or guides. The soul meets loved ones. The soul remembers forgotten wisdom. The soul is shown its purpose and destiny. The soul realizes everything still continues. Death, then, is not departure. It is transition. It is not the end. It is a return. It is not silence. It is the beginning of a deeper song. 7. Lessons from the eternal echo. Across all of this, 3 great lessons emerge. 1. The soul does not belong to the earth. The body is temporary. Identity is temporary. But consciousness continues. 2. Love is the only treasure worth carrying. We cannot carry wealth, fame, or status into the next world. But love, that echo never ends. 3. Our choices shape our destiny. Heaven is not a reward. Hell is not a punishment. They may both simply be the outcome of who we chose to become. Every soul chooses its path. Every action is a step on that road. Every heartbeat is a chance to turn. 8. The echo you leave behind. Imagine your life was a song. What melody would remain after the instruments fade? Would your echo give comfort or confusion? Would your presence still shine after your name is forgotten? The world is full of people whose echoes still heal. A mother who raised children with grace. A teacher who believed in a struggling student. A stranger who helped without being seen. A leader who served and never sought fame. A friend who listened when no one else would. These souls may never appear in history books, but their echoes still move hearts. And maybe that is the greatest secret of eternity. The most powerful souls are often invisible. 9. Your life is already speaking. Right now, without realizing it, your life is already echoing. The conversations you had yesterday, the thoughts you held while alone, the love you felt, or refused, all continue in unseen ways. Your eternal echo is not created after death. It is being formed right now. So ask yourself, who am I becoming? What emotions do I feed most? What kind of love do I give, and to whom? Do I ask for forgiveness when I am wrong? Do I live by fear or by hope? When I am gone, what will remain of me? The answer to these questions is your eternal echo. 10. The final echo, a call to live awake. The greatest danger in life is not death. It is living without awareness, moving through life like a shadow, ignoring the purpose of existence. Many lie asleep paying bills, chasing comfort, pleasing others, seeking entertainment, yet never asking, why am I here? Who am I really? What is my soul learning? The eternal echo calls to us, not to fear death, but to awaken to life. Because when the final breath approaches, we will not ask how long we lived. We will ask how deeply we loved. We will not ask how much we owned. We will ask what we gave. We will not ask how people saw us. We will ask who we truly became. Final reflection, the eternal echo. Maybe the greatest spiritual question is not, what happens after death? Maybe the real question is, backhand index pointing right, how should I live? Knowing my soul is eternal? Backhand index pointing right, what kind of echo will my life leave behind? Because if the soul truly continues, then every moment matters. Every word carries weight. Every heartbeat writes a line in a spiritual story, one that will continue far beyond the grave. You are not merely living. You are becoming. You are not passing through time. You are shaping eternity. You are not a body. You are a traveler, a soul on a sacred journey, learning, growing, echoing. So walk wisely, love fiercely, live awake, for your eternal echo has already begun. As we close this journey, remember, your soul is not passing through life. Life is passing through your soul. The realms beyond death are not far away. They are woven into every choice, every heartbeat, every act of love or cruelty. The journey between worlds begins right now, with the life we shape today. If this video opened your heart or sparked new questions, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. What do you believe happens after the final breath? Until next time, walk with purpose, live with wonder, and listen to the voice of the soul.